Orance, not this. Go round.
Do you remember that iconic scene in Lawrence of Arabia where our hero completes a daring camel ride? Well, here's the twist. Peter O'Toole and his co-star Omar Sharif were both terrified of camels. So what did they do? They decided to tackle the scene completely drunk. That's right, they called it liquid courage. And the best part? O'Toole laughed when people asked him about it because, well, he didn't remember it at all. A Hollywood legend with bright sparkling blue eyes, capturing hearts with his charm and talent. It's hard to believe that someone like Peter O'Toole, known for his charisma on screen, would also be one of Hollywood's biggest alcoholics. Today we'll explore the extraordinary life of a man who once claimed that alcohol was the secret behind his cinematic brilliance. Stay tuned for a fascinating journey into the highs and lows of Peter O'Toole's life in Hollywood.
Oh, shut up.
The unforgettable journey of a legendary actor. Peter Seamus O'Toole, born on August 2, 1932, was a prominent English stage and film actor. His journey through the world of entertainment was a remarkable one, filled with both critical acclaim and a reputation for living life on the edge. O'Toole's career began to take shape when he attended the prestigious Royal Academy of Dramatic Art. He honed his craft and soon started making waves in the theater scene, gaining recognition as a Shakespearean actor at the renowned Bristol Old Vic and with the English Stage Company. In 1959, O'Toole marked his arrival in London's West End with a bang, debuting in The Long and the Short and the Tall. However, it was his portrayal of the iconic character T.E. Lawrence in Lawrence of Arabia, 1962, that catapulted him to international stardom. This role earned him his first Academy Award nomination for Best Actor and set the stage for a remarkable career in film. O'Toole's talent and versatility were evident as he continued to impress audiences and critics alike. He received a total of 8 Oscar nominations during his career, a record for the most nominations without a win, tied with the illustrious Glenn Close. Notable among his Oscar-nominated roles were King Henry II in both Becket, 1964, and The Lion in Winter, 1968, as well as memorable performances in Goodbye, Mr. Chips, 1969, The Ruling Class, 1972, The Stuntman, 1980, My Favorite Year, 1982, and Venus, 2006. Beyond the Oscars, O'Toole's talent garnered him a slew of prestigious awards, including 4 Golden Globe Awards, a BAFTA Award for Best British Actor, and a Primetime Emmy Award. His filmography includes a diverse range of roles, from the comedy What's New, Pussycat, 1965, to the heist film How to Steal a Million, 1966, and even a superhero connection in Supergirl, 1984. He also made minor appearances in The Last Emperor, 1987, and the epic Troy, 2004. O'Toole's distinctive voice left an impression on animated audiences as he lent his talents to Pixar's Ratatouille, 2007, voicing the character Anton Ego, the renowned restaurant critic. O'Toole's life was as colorful off-screen as it was on. His reputation as a hellraiser and his tumultuous lifestyle only added to his legendary status in Hollywood. In 2002, the Academy recognized his exceptional contributions to the world of cinema with an honorary award cementing his place in film history.
My life, when it is written, will read better than it lived.
The making of Peter O'Toole. Peter O'Toole, a name synonymous with Hollywood greatness, had a humble and intriguing beginning. Born on August 2, 1932, he entered the world as the son of Constance Jane Elliott, a Scottish nurse, and Patrick Joseph Spatz O'Toole, an Irish metal plater, football player, and bookmaker. However, his early life was shrouded in a bit of mystery. O'Toole himself admitted uncertainty about his birthplace and date, a puzzling detail he addressed in his autobiography. While he eventually accepted August 2nd as his birth date, he possessed birth certificates from both England and Ireland. Official records from the Leeds General Registry Office, however, confirmed his birthplace as St. James's University Hospital in Leeds, Yorkshire, England. Growing up, O'Toole had an elder sister named Patricia, and their family settled in the South Leeds suburb of Hunslet. The O'Toole household adhered to his father's Catholic faith, a significant influence on young Peter. As the shadows of World War II loomed large, O'Toole was evacuated from Leeds. He embarked on a journey of education that took him to St. Joseph's Secondary School in Hunslet, where he spent 7 or 8 formative years. Reflecting on his school days, O'Toole shared his vivid memories of the nuns who ran the school, describing them as a source of terror. He later said, "I used to be scared stiff of the nuns. Their whole denial of womanhood, the black dresses and the shaving of the hair, was so horrible, so terrifying. Of course, that's all been stopped. They're sipping gin and tonics in the Dublin pubs now, and a couple of them flashed their pretty ankles at me just the other day." Upon completing his school years, Peter O'Toole set out on a new adventure as a trainee journalist and photographer at the Yorkshire Evening Post. However, destiny had other plans for him. National service called, and he found himself serving as a signaller in the Royal Navy. It was during his naval service that O'Toole was asked a pivotal question by an officer. "Do you have something you've always wanted to do?" Without hesitation, O'Toole revealed his lifelong aspirations: to explore the realms of poetry or acting. Little did he know that this conversation would shape the course of his life. In pursuit of his dreams, O'Toole secured a scholarship to the prestigious Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, RADA, where he would embark on a transformative journey. Interestingly, his acceptance into RADA came after a rejection from the Abbey Theatre's drama school in Dublin, where the director, Ernest Blythe, cited O'Toole's inability to speak the Irish language as the reason for his rejection. At RADA, O'Toole found himself among an extraordinary group of peers, including the likes of Albert Finney, Alan Bates, and Brian Bedford. O'Toole described this as the most remarkable class the Academy ever had, though we weren't reckoned for much at the time. We were all considered doughty.
Only with your fingers. Anything else will make me vomit.
A legendary drinker with a quirky twist. O'Toole, the iconic actor known for his mesmerizing performances, was not just a master of his craft. He was also a legendary drinker with a quirky and often hilarious side. For every somber and serious actor in Hollywood, there's always room for someone like O'Toole to bring in a dose of whimsy and fun. His reputation as a jovial drinker and party enthusiast was as legendary as his acting prowess. As a youth, O'Toole lived an unconventional life, even by Hollywood standards. He once resided aboard a barge, which became the scene of a legendary party. The story goes that the barge eventually sank due to the sheer number of people on board during one of O'Toole's wild gatherings. When it came to celebrating his own life events, O'Toole did things his way. Instead of a traditional wedding reception, he and his wife, Shawn, embarked on a ridiculous pub crawl. Their unique approach to marriage set the tone for the unconventional adventures that followed. One of the most famous tales from O'Toole's colorful life is the time he became a father for the first time. A heavily intoxicated O'Toole showed up at the hospital while Shawn was in labor, accompanied by a chorus of inebriated actors. True to his lively spirit, he proceeded to serenade the entire hospital staff, making quite an entrance. O'Toole's drinking escapades often led to situations where he'd start the night with a drink, only to black out and wake up in the most unexpected places, from Mexico to a stranger's apartment with none other than Michael Caine. Perhaps one of the most remarkable stories showcasing O'Toole's passion for alcohol involves a local pub. When the pub he was drinking at threatened to close its doors on him, O'Toole, in a moment of spontaneous decision-making, bought the entire establishment on the spot. While he did return the following day to rectify the situation and destroy the check, legend has it that he remained close friends with the pub owner until the owner's passing. But the most famous drinking tale of all involves a rather gruesome incident. O'Toole once cut off the tip of his finger and used the very brandy he was drinking to sterilize the wound. He then proceeded to reattach the finger himself, all while enjoying his brandy. Weeks later, when the finger continued to hurt, O'Toole unwrapped it, only to discover that not only had it failed to magically reattach itself, but he had also somehow managed to put it on backward.
But there are times when a critic truly risks something, and that is in the discovery and defense of the new.
The man behind the icon. His character was enriched by his multifaceted personality, a set of personal views, and his memorable performances on screen. During his time at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, RADA, in the early 50s, O'Toole was more than just a budding actor. He was an active protester against British involvement in the Korean War, showing his early commitment to causes he believed in. His passion for activism didn't wane as he moved into the 60s. During this tumultuous era, he became a vocal opponent of the Vietnam War, aligning himself with the anti-war movement. One surprising aspect of O'Toole's life was his involvement in the creation of the well-known folk song, Carrick Fergus. He played a pivotal role in shaping the song's current form, relating it to Dominic Behan, who then put it in print and recorded it in the mid-60s. The contribution to the world of music showcases O'Toole's diverse talents and interests. Despite losing faith in organized religion during his teenage years, O'Toole held positive sentiments regarding the life of Jesus Christ. In an interview with the New York Times, he expressed his deep respect for Jesus, saying, "No one can take Jesus away from me. There's no doubt there was a historical figure of tremendous importance, with enormous notions, such as peace." O'Toole described himself as a retired Christian who preferred the pursuit of knowledge, reading, and facts over faith. In matters of the heart, O'Toole's life was marked by significant relationships. In 1959, he tied the knot with Welsh actress Siân Phillips, with whom he shared 2 daughters, including actress Kate and Patricia. Their marriage, however, faced its challenges, with Phillips later revealing in 2 autobiographies the mental cruelty she endured, largely fueled by O'Toole's drinking, as well as bouts of extreme jealousy. Their union ultimately ended in divorce in 1979. O'Toole's romantic life took another turn when he entered a relationship with model Karen Brown. The result of their union was a son named Lorcan O'Toole, born on March 17, 1983, when Peter O'Toole was 50 years old. Lorcan pursued a career in acting and was a pupil at Harrow School, where he boarded at West Acre starting in 1996. A passionate sports lover and actor of great talent. Beyond the stage and the silver screen, O'Toole was a man of diverse interests and passions, including a deep love for sports. In his early years growing up in Leeds, O'Toole was an active participant in rugby, showcasing his athleticism even as a child. This early exposure to sports laid the foundation for a lifelong love affair with various athletic pursuits. Rugby held a special place in O'Toole's heart, and he was not just a player but also an ardent fan. He often attended 5 Nations matches with friends who shared his passion for the sport, including notable figures like Richard Harris, Kenneth Griffith, Peter Finch, and Richard Burton. These gatherings not only allowed him to enjoy the game, but also fostered lasting friendships with fellow players. Cricket was another sport that captured O'Toole's attention and devotion. He embraced the role of player, coach, and enthusiast of cricket, immersing himself in the complexities and nuances of the game. His dedication to cricket mirrored his approach to acting. Both required skill, strategy, and a keen sense of timing. A significant aspect of O'Toole's sporting life was his unwavering support for Sunderland AFC, a passion passed down to him by his father, who had worked as a laborer in Sunderland for many years. O'Toole's loyalty to the club earned him the title of their most famous fan, a testament to his genuine affection for the team. However, as time passed and circumstances changed, O'Toole's relationship with Sunderland AFC evolved. He said he no longer considered himself as devoted a fan after the demolition of Roker Park and the club's subsequent move to the Stadium of Light. To him, Roker Park was more than just a stadium. It symbolized his deep connection to the club and held sentimental value that transcended the sport itself. O'Toole had the privilege of being interviewed at least 3 times by Charlie Rose on his eponymous talk show. During a January 17, 2007 interview, O'Toole acknowledged the influence of British actor Eric Porter on his career. He emphasized the difference between actors of his generation and those of the present day, highlighting the intensive training in theater that shaped his era. According to O'Toole, the true challenge for an actor is to bridge imagination with emotion, and he believed that exceptional roles are the building blocks of exceptional actors. While Eric Porter left a significant impact on his career, in other contexts, such as the DVD commentary for Beckett, O'Toole credited Donald Wolfett as his most important mentor.
What do you do to her at your age?
It's a very difficult thing, but I'm nice to her.
Peter O'Toole's uncontrollable addiction cost him everything. In the late 70s, O'Toole confronted a life-threatening health crisis. Unfortunately, his stomach cancer was initially misdiagnosed as a consequence of his alcohol consumption, underscoring the dangers of stereotyping health issues. In 1976, he underwent a critical surgery that involved the removal of a significant portion of his stomach and pancreas. This operation ultimately led to him becoming insulin dependent due to the changes in his body's metabolic processes. Despite the grueling ordeal, O'Toole's tenacity prevailed. In 1978, he faced another near-death experience, this time due to a severe blood disorder. His determination to recover and continue his career drove him to overcome these formidable health challenges. Throughout his life, O'Toole was not only a consummate actor, but also a devoted admirer of literature. In an interview with National Public Radio in December 2006, he revealed an intimate connection with the works of William Shakespeare. O'Toole demonstrated his profound appreciation for the English language and the power of words by committing all 154 of Shakespeare's sonnets to memory. As a self-described romantic, he found solace and inspiration in the sonnets, considering them unparalleled in the English language. His recitation of Sonnet 18 in the film Venus exemplifies his deep affinity for Shakespeare's timeless verses. O'Toole also left a literary legacy of his own, penning 2 memoirs. Loitering with Intent, The Child delves into his childhood and the years leading up to World War II, earning recognition as a New York Times Notable Book of the Year in 1992. His second memoir, Loitering with Intent, The Apprentice, chronicles his formative years spent training with a close-knit group of friends at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art. These memoirs provide a unique window into the experiences and influences that shaped his remarkable life. Sadly, Peter O'Toole's illustrious career came to a close in July 2012 due to a reoccurrence of stomach cancer. He made the difficult decision to retire from acting at this time, bringing an end to an era marked by his impressive performances and unwavering dedication to the industry. On December 14, 2013, O'Toole passed away at the age of 81 at Wellington Hospital in St. John's Wood, London. His funeral, held on December 21, 2013 at Golders Green Crematorium in London, marked the final chapter in his extraordinary life. His family honored his wishes by taking his ashes to the west of Ireland, a fitting tribute to a man whose legacy will forever be etched in the annals of film and literature.
Get out! You must get out! Get out!
A lasting legacy in the world of theater. In a fitting tribute, on May 18, 2014, the Bristol Old Vic Theatre School launched a prestigious annual award in memory of Peter O'Toole. This award serves as a testament to his enduring influence on the world of theater and acting. It's presented to 2 young actors from the school, providing them with a unique opportunity to further their careers by securing a professional contract at the Bristol Old Vic Theatre. O'Toole's commitment to the craft of acting and his dedication to nurturing young talent find expression in this award, ensuring that his legacy thrives through the next generation of performers. A physical embodiment of his lasting impact can be found in the form of a memorial plaque at St. Paul's, the Actors' Church, located in Covent Garden, London. This plaque serves as a tribute to his contributions to the world of acting and his enduring presence in the hearts of those who admire his work. Additionally, on April 21, 2017, a significant announcement was made by the Harry Ransom Center at the University of Texas at Austin. Kate O'Toole, O'Toole's daughter, made a generous contribution by placing her father's archive at this esteemed humanities research center. This collection comprises a wealth of materials, including O'Toole's scripts, extensive writings, both published and unpublished, props, photographs, personal letters, medical records, and more. This treasure trove of memorabilia and insights into O'Toole's life and career now resides alongside the archives of several of his collaborators and friends, including Donald Wolfett, Eli Wallach, Peter Glenville, Sir Tom Stoppard, and Dame Edith Evans. The presence of his archive in this esteemed institution ensures that researchers, enthusiasts, and future generations can delve deep into the life and work of this legendary actor. In the end, O'Toole's life was a whirlwind of talent, excess, and unforgettable moments. If you enjoyed this glimpse into his world, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing stories. Thanks for watching.